What is up, dudes and dolls? It's your girl Cherry, and I am here with the third cash stuffing video of the month of April. Let's get a couple things out of the way before we jump into it. Number one, I am certain that you can tell because of the way I sound, but I'm actually losing my voice. I don't know if I've shared this on this channel yet or not, but I'm actually a teacher, and we are in the great season of state testing. And something that my school does that I really love is the week before state testing, on the Friday before state testing, we always do this thing where we basically play a lot of games, and it's pretty much like an all-day pep rally where we are doing a little bit of review, but it's mainly games, and we all have a good time. And I have accepted my role as the MC for my school. So I'm the one playing all the music for the most part. You know, sometimes the kids take it over, sometimes other teachers help, but I am also the one like announcing winners and calling names. And so I just have to like use my big teacher voice a lot this day. And because of that, I am like, I can feel it. Like I'm literally losing my voice. So don't judge me, but I'm drinking a cold glass of milk right now to kind of help coat my throat, because it doesn't hurt or anything, but I can feel like I know that I sound different because of me losing my voice, but you know, it is what it is. You do it for the kids. Am I right? So yeah. That's thing number one. Thing number two is my hands. Y'all, I look like I have little boy hands. My beautiful, wonderful, amazing nail tech, she actually had a family emergency the day of my appointment. And so the nails that I had were those milky white ones. Y'all, they stayed on for like 6 weeks. So I'm not even mad about it. But, you know, of course, obviously she did have a family emergency, which I totally understand. But I've not been in to see her yet. I'm actually supposed to go next Sunday. So hopefully I get my nails done before the next cash stuffing, but if I don't judge my little boy hands, okay? I try, okay? Last thing I want to say is just a huge thank you to you guys for all the support. On my last video, I kind of gave you guys the update that we did find a house, we put down our deposit, and now in today's video, you're actually going to see me finishing off what we have to have in order to move in. So I just went to the bank, I got all this cash out, and if I have exactly what we need, I'm going to go ahead and put it back in the bank with the intention of just going ahead and paying it. So that way, when May 1st rolls around, we are just ready to rock and roll. But again, just a huge thank you. So many of you were so supportive of us, and I know you've been following our journey. And one person even said, like, my husband doesn't even watch your channel, but heard me say something about finding a house, and they went woohoo. And I was like, we love a supportive husband. Like, honestly, we do. We love that. So I just thought that was really funny, because I feel like my husband would kind of do the same thing. He'd probably like hear me listening to a video and be like, yes, queen. Like, just, I don't know. It just was so funny to me because I could totally see my husband doing the same thing. Anyways, so I just, again, thank you guys so much. Now fingers are crossed that we can move pretty smoothly into the new place and that we can get our house sold, which that's kind of under wraps, but, or that's kind of like, things are happening. Things are in the talks, things are happening, but it's kind of a weird thing to explain. So I'll just do it in another video. So we're not even gonna worry about it because I don't want to. As always, I have my iPad off to the side, so I'm following along with my budgeting plan, and we are putting the cash in where she needs to go. So today we will be cash stuffing a total of $2,768. This is, again, more than I normally cash stuff, but as you know, I have to pay quite a chunk of change to to get us moved in. So that's what we're doing. We're putting a whole lot of it into the rent and getting this whole situation handled so we can get ready to move. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So this is $2,400 right here. We have 150, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60. So 160. 10, 20, 30, 40, 5, 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is exactly what we're supposed to have. Thank goodness for this. I love this thing, by the way. I bought this off of Etsy from Purely Budgets, and literally every time I go to the bank, the guy, like the first few times I used this, the guy was like, how much do you want to withdraw? And I was like, no, it's on this slip. And now he sees me coming and he's like, do you have your slip? And I'm like, I do, yes. So it's awesome. I love it. I use a dry erase or a wet erase marker on it. So like I'll write it down either when I do my budgeting or like after my cash, like today, after I do this cash stuffing, I am just gonna go run this under my kitchen sink and get it cleaned off, and then I'll just write out what I need for my next cash stuffing, because My next payday is in like 3 days. So yeah, so that's awesome and we love it. All right, so jumping right in, we are just going to go to the bills binder, and that is the only thing that we're stuffing into today. So today is probably going to be a little short. Like I said, we're really trying to just handle the housing situation, and so I didn't want to stuff into any of my other variable spending or savings or anything like that, because honestly, the goal is to move and then we can save later. That's just kind of how I feel about it at this point. So first and foremost is our mortgage. The mortgage is going to get $253. Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. Okay, so now mortgage has 1, 2, 3, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 359 in here now. That is a little bit less than I'd like there to be in there, but we can actually spend the next cash stuffing kind of beefing that back up. Okay, rent. Y'all, she is getting $2,000. So let me just grab all of these and get what I need. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so now in rent, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 2,125, which, wouldn't you know it, this is exactly the amount that we need. So the deposit that we paid a few weeks ago was $1,595. That is a typical first month's rent at this place. So that was our deposit. So then we had our pet deposit. So we have 2 dogs and it's a $250 each. So we had $500, an additional $1,595 because that's the rent. But then the rent is also increased by $30 because of our dogs. So because we have the dogs, our rent is actually $1,625. And so let me make sure that that adds up, because I want to make sure I didn't forget anything. So $1,625 is the rent plus the $500 deposit. Yeah, so $2,125, $2,125 is what we still had to pay in order to be ready to move in on May 1st. And so I am going to, after I'm done filming this, I'm going to just take this out. We're going to run back by the bank, deposit all of it, and then just pay it, and then make sure that we are ready to go for May 1st. So now we're on water, which gets $30. I'm excited, but one of the things that I keep, I'm kind of anxious about is, we are going to have to, we already paid for, the water to get hooked up, the electric to get hooked up. We haven't done internet yet for the new house, but that is kind of, not included, but they work with the electric company, the internet does. So the setup is all already done, but I'm worried about, how much the bills are. I'm worried that they're going to be a lot different, and I'm going to have to redo how I do everything, but it's fine. Everything's fine. We're doing great. Water has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. Which is what it should have at the 3rd paycheck of the month. Phone is getting 20, like she always do. And so it's at 60 right now. We need 80 before the 1st of the month. Electric is getting 88. So 50, 70, 85, 86, 87, 88. So electric now has 51, 150, 170, 180, 185, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, and 94. So $194. Not bad, not bad. Internet is getting $32. And since we're kind of a month ahead on this, I'm almost debating not paying. The internet server that we have now is a month to month. It's not a contract, so we just pay $125 a month. And if we don't pay it by a certain time, they just shut it off. And I'm almost let's just not pay it, because we are a month ahead on it. And then we'll contact them before they shut it off and say, come get your stuff, because we don't want it anymore. But then we can use this money to help with the setting up of the new internet and paying for that equipment. But I don't know yet. I don't really know all the details on that. That's one of those things that it's kind of weird, but my husband and I aren't super traditional. Obviously I do a lot of our finances, but there are just some things that I don't touch. And frankly, the internet is one of them. The internet is something that is 100% on my husband. I am I don't even know what it means. Figure it out. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have $99 in here. State Farm gets $50. I actually might need to pull this out and pay it, but there's $150 right there for the State Farm. Subscriptions is getting $15. So it now has 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. The Palisade is getting skipped because, so I think I told you guys, but there for a hot minute, like I was getting dinged on my credit for making late payments to the Palisade. And so I took the first 2 cash stuffing payments and I went ahead and put them back in the bank. I made the payment for $500. And then it turns out that I have been putting back $1,000 a month for my Palisade, but the payment is only $750. So instead of pulling the cash out today, I just left it in the account and I already paid it. So now I'm not sure if I'm going to change the budgeted amount or if I might just keep it the same with like the intention of getting a month ahead on this. I don't know yet. I think this is something I'm very interested in and I'm very excited about. However, I don't even want to think about anything like this until after the move. Like there's just so many other factors that I don't want to add more to my brain, if that makes sense. And then finally groceries is getting $280. So 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80. And that is that on that. Look how thick this is. Oh my God. It's because of this rent one for sure, but it's killing me because it's so thick. Shameless plug, but also you guys know I love my binders from Melina at the Millennial Dollar. She is becoming a huge problem in my life because when I say we, I mean my daughters and I. Literally the other morning we were laying in bed and we saw on TikTok, because I was just scrolling on TikTok, one of my daughters loves to watch cash stuffing videos with me, and she asked one morning if we could watch one, and I was like, no, but we can watch like a TikTok because they're shorter. So we go to Melina's page and she has these beautiful checkered binders, and I think they don't have like all the features that like her classic Nina's and like the Nina After Dark collection has, and so they were a little bit less expensive than the Nina binders, but they were beautiful. They came in these gorgeous colors, and so I asked my kids, I was like, if you have half of the money for a binder, I think it was $38, so I told them, I was like, if you have $19, we'll buy them. And they were like, sure, we got that. And they pulled out their binders, and sure enough, they did have $19. So I bought some binders from her, and then I'm not kidding you, the same day, and then, the following day, she starts posting the next collection of the Nina collection, and it's these beautiful, vibrant colors, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I just bought 4 more binders, and I'm about to have to buy at least 2 more, because 2 of those colors are just speaking to me. So I don't know, I'm gonna have all these binders, and I'm not gonna know what to do with them, you guys, but we're gonna figure it out. Anyways, she's so thick. Ooh, she's thick. And like, I don't want to replace this one necessarily, even though it is damaged. But again, my dog did that. Like when I got these delivered to my house, my dog decided it was his package and he opened it with his teeth. So that's why this has this little clothy thing. So I don't necessarily hate this one. I don't want to get rid of it, but I definitely want one of the new ones because they're such pretty colors. But I don't know. Maybe after I buy them, we'll vote. Maybe we'll take a poll of like, what should I do with my binders? Because I also think that the new house is like a really good reason for me to just like reset my budget, reset how I do things, and just kind of check in with how I'm doing things. Obviously, things are working out, right? I'm having the money to make these big moves, but I just want to make sure I'm doing the best thing for my family. So it's the end of the first quarter, we're in the first month of the second quarter. So it's just kind of time. It's time for a little check-in with ourselves. All right, you guys. Well, again, this cash stuffing video was going to be short anyways because all we were doing was paying bills. But if you will like, comment, subscribe to this channel, you can always DM me on the TikToks. And if you have any questions or anything, just let your girl know. And I will see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.